Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stella Woman Show, the magazine, the podcast that brings you thriving women's stories, knowledge, and experiences so that you too can learn one or two things, be inspired, and make a change in your life. We are here to bring you knowledge, transfer knowledge in form of light so that you can tap into that knowledge and take action. We believe knowledge is power, but of course, unless it's acted upon. So we have been able to come over here today to bring you a great theme. It's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day, and we're excited about the role of mothers, what mothers do and bring into our lives. My name is Stella Olivia Kikoyo, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Stella Woman magazine and your host for the Stella Woman Show. So, welcome to the show today. And today we have a thriving woman, a mother, who is going to take us through aspects of what it means to be a woman, what it means mainly to be a mother, given that the theme is about Mother's Day, and all the other things that you're going to get to know about her. This is Heather McCarthy. Heather, welcome to the Stella Woman Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Very good. So we have lots of mothers in place, and there are those who are forces of nature that are always disguised as mothers. So women who carry not only the weight of their families, but extend their hearts across continents, lifting communities, shaping futures, rewriting what is possible. And Heather McCarthy is one of those women. She's an award-winning author, librarian, and educator, humanitarian. Heather is a woman on a mission to empower minds through literacy, connections, yet beyond her profession accolades lies a story far profound. That of a mother raising two children who were once not expected to live beyond their early childhood. So today they are thriving teenagers. So welcome to the show, Heather.
Thank you. This is very exciting. I'm very happy to be here to meet all of your guests, and thank you so much for having me.
Very good, very good. Now tell us, I know I've mentioned some of the things and people will be wondering, wow, what is this woman about? And maybe there are things that you're saying, but Stella, you didn't even say this. So tell us more. Who is Heather McCarthy?
Heather McCarthy is a mother and a daughter and a sister and a wife, all things family. I'm also a lover of literacy. I am a librarian at a middle school, and I also serve on the library board for my community, for the state library board for the state of Illinois, and then I am also working on building libraries in Zimbabwe. So all things library is really what my work centers around, family and literacy.
Family and literacy, all things library, and it's Illinois. Okay, wow. What time is it? Because we're in London, and in London it's 5:15. What time is it for you there?
It is 11 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, fantastic. Different time zones, and we can see what the internet makes possible for us. And this is what we are trying to do to ensure that knowledge crosses borders and time zones. So today, given that it's Mother's Day and we are at the heart of motherhood, so motherhood often reshapes who we are. How has becoming a mother influenced the woman you are today, both personally and professionally?
Well, becoming a mother completely changed my life in all good ways. Being a mother has made me stronger. It's made me more empathetic. It's really shifted my priorities and made me more intentional in what I do, both personally and professionally. And it's really strengthened my purpose and given me a better direction on what I want to do with my life and how I want to help the next generation make the world a better place for both my children and everybody else.
Oh, fantastic. Can you just take us through the moments, maybe the first child? How old is she?
So my daughter Maya is 16, and my son Christian, we call him CJ. He's 12. He's about to turn 13 in May.
Oh, fantastic. Just take us in the moment that first shaped you as a mother, that exact moment.
Oh, that exact moment. I mean, it's it's all these small moments that built up as a mother, when you find out that you are pregnant and you're going to be bringing life into this world,
Yeah.
and the day that you actually do bring life into the world. And I feel like every moment shapes me as a mother. It starts with that initial conception, but then goes on with each moment changes me as a mother or finds a way to strengthen me or to shift my perspective on something. So there's like that initial moment, but it's all the small moments that build up that really shape me as a mother.
Very good. I know each moment matters, and
Yeah.
yeah, each moment reveals more of you as a mother.
Yeah, it really opens up your eyes to like the person that you are and the person that you want to be.
Yeah. So many times people find that that first moment when you hold that baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. It's almost so hard to describe, right? Because you've been waiting for it. You've been, hoping for this moment, praying for this moment. You want everything to just be perfect. And then that moment that you are holding your child, life that you brought into this world, it's just indescribable.
Indescribable is the right word for it. Thank you. So you're raising two children, as you've told us, Maya and CJ. These two children with significant health challenges. What has this journey taught you about the strength, love, and resilience? If you could tell us more about this significant health that we're talking about.
Sure. So both Maya and Christian were born with a rare metabolic condition called propionic acidemia. And it's a genetic condition. There's no cure for it. And it basically means that their bodies can't process protein properly. And we know you need protein to live. For all of your organs and everything to work, you need protein. But if certain amino acids their body sees as poison. So they have a very restrictive diet and they're not allowed to eat any meat. They have to limit and count the amount of protein that is processed by their body. They have special medications and vitamins that they take. And then this also requires a lot of doctor visits. So both of them see a genetic team, and that genetic team has a geneticist and a dietitian and a counselor. And so it requires a lot of doctor visits, blood draws, which are never fun, right, for children or for anyone really, heart tests, and then sometimes in cases of illness, there's more doctor's appointments. They have a little bit of a compromised immunity system. So they tend to get sick a little bit easier. So, as in regards to your question about strength, I think one thing that I've learned about strength is that strength is not about being fearless, right? A lot of people think if you're strong, like nothing scares you. Well,
Mhm.
the world is scary. Raising kids with metabolic conditions is scary, and you can be scared and you can have fear, but that doesn't mean you're not a strong person. It's okay to be strong and have fear at the same time,
That,
in my opinion.
yes, yes, yes.
And then as far as love, I mean, well, love fuels it all, right? Love fuels the perseverance and the resilience. And I mean, I think love is the answer to everything.
It's the one that gives you the strength to keep going. It's the
Yeah.
love. That's right. It's the fuel for everything. That's beautiful. Beautiful side. And looking at everything that you're talking about in terms of having a dietitian, having a counselor for the students, that I mean for the kids, having a genetic team, a team of people looking after you. How do you navigate all of that?
Well, things can get overwhelming, right? Things get overwhelming for a lot of people, whether they have children with medical issues or not. But I think it's all about the support that you put around you. So I have this supportive medical team, an entire team that looks after my children. And then I have a supportive family. I mean, I have a husband, which the teamwork that is involved with raising kids with a medical condition, that's difficult as a team, let alone doing it solo. So having a supportive husband and a family, my brothers and my sister and my parents, they all help. I have friends and coworkers, my community, my church, everybody is supportive and everybody is helpful, which I mean, that's unheard of to have that much support, but I really do. I have that much support all around me. So it really takes like a load off of you when you have so many different people that you can rely on that
Mm.
are there for you that will help you navigate any situation that you're going through.
Oh my goodness, that's such a blessing. You can't take it for granted.
And I don't. I absolutely don't because to have that much support all around you all the time, it definitely is a blessing.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Really the big difference to navigate any situation with
Mhm.
support. It
Yeah.
makes a difference. Amazing and a blessing to everyone, the church members, the community, everyone, the school. Yeah, I can see how that can help because this is not simple. And like you said, all situations are challenging, but to have your children living with all these complications, you need you definitely need support and support that is reliable, not on, but reliable support as well. Yeah. So were there moments when you felt overwhelmed? Of course, you've talked about overwhelm. So in these situations, what helped you rise through these times beyond just the support?
It's really a combination of things
Yeah.
when you're looking at a medical condition. You
Mhm.
know, it's good to try and look at the positives of scientific research and how far medical research has come. Uh,
Yeah.
Looking at what is to come is always a good way to rise above. It's also having like an extremely positive perspective, and whenever things seem very negative or down, just trying to like flip that perspective into like, how can I see this in a different way? Or though this seems challenging and this seems overwhelming, what positives can I draw from this? Or what positives can I see in the future that will just help me get through this immediate situation?
Oh, very good. There is so much of a mindset shift.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you dwell on the negative or you're just looking at the what ifs in a negative way, that's what your mind is just going to focus on. But if you do a mind shift and change your mindset and say like, all right, well, how can we look at this in a different way? It really does help like kind of recalibrate your brain and look for the positives in the situation.
And if I may ask, how do the kids respond to these situations? How are they as children?
They're so much better than me, right? As the mom, I worry about everything. I'm like overprotective, want them in this nice little safe bubble. And they're like, Mom, we got this. Like they're the most resilient children that you will ever meet. And they can communicate their needs so much better than I can for them. I mean, food is a big thing, right? Everybody celebrates around food. Everybody wants to share food. You go to a party, what food are they going to have? You know, everything relates around food and their condition relates around food, right? So everybody has a pizza party and they might not be able to participate in that pizza party. So I get all nervous, like, what are you going to say? What are you going to do? How are you going to explain that you can't eat the pizza? And they're like, we tell them we can't eat the pizza. Like, what's the big deal? You just say, I can't eat the pizza. Where I think every situation is going to be a big deal, or like, let's walk through this. What are we going to say? What are we going to do? And they're like, Mom, stop being so dramatic. We'll just tell them we can't eat the pizza. Like they're much better at handling their situation than I am because they're kids talking to kids and they know how to handle it. And
Yeah.
really, it's all they've known their whole life. And I mean, it seems terrible that both of them have the same condition because it is rare, and to have two kids with it, it's like reverse winning the lottery, but they have the support of each other, right? So they know what each other is going through. They know that they can rely on each other. So it's actually a positive that they both happen to have the same condition. But they're rock stars. Like they got it under control.
I love that. They're rock stars.
Yeah, they're so much better at it than me.
Amazing. Amazing that you talk about them that way. But that's very true because that's it's beautifully said looking at their own resilience, but also their perspective to life. Anything that you're seeing in amplifying, they don't see it that way because that's the life they've lived. That's the life they know. And they
Yeah,
are just
and
getting it.
yeah, they just like this is what it is. So they are very positive with the condition.
Yes, yes. They got to know it before you knew it. Most likely. But you just think they only got to know it after you knew it. But they actually got to know it before you knew it. Like there's a knowing within the spirit itself as yeah, there's a knowing, there's that knowing that they have, but we think because they come as infants, they don't know anything. But that's it's great resilience that they have there, and that they don't exactly care, and they're not running on the victim kind of mentality. That's strength. That's pure strength and courage that they display. Yeah.
Yeah, they are very strong and very courageous and just want to be treated like everybody else does.
Yeah. Yeah. Have I lost you in terms of, are we syncing in voice?
I can see you and hear you just fine. Yes.
Yeah, I can, but I think I'm getting time delay.
I don't think I'm getting a time delay with you at
Is
all.
it? I'm getting time delay. I think I am. But hopefully we'll be able to go through it. Okay. So, oh, thank you for that. Let's move on. Now, what does being present as a mother mean to you, especially while balancing such a full and impactful life that you have, Heather?
I think being present means not only just showing up physically, which is
Mhm.
also very important. I want to be there physically for my children in every event, everything that they're participating in. I want to be there physically for them. But I think being present is also, most importantly, that emotional presence and making sure that you're there for them emotionally. And that's without distraction, right? Like, don't have the TV on, don't have the cell phone in your hand, like fully be present. One of the greatest things my daughter and I started is we go out to lunch every Sunday together. Every Sunday, we go to our favorite restaurant and just chat it out, talk about life. And we're both present there physically and emotionally for each other without any distractions. And I look forward to our Sunday conversations now. She just fills me in on all the tea, everything that's happening at school, everything that's going on with her life. And I cherish those moments. I don't know how long they'll last, that it'll still be fun to go to lunch with mom every Sunday, but I will go to lunch with her every Sunday for the rest of our lives if she will let me, because it's wonderful. It's a great moment to be present for each other.
That's so beautiful. That's such a beautiful ritual to do with a young woman today who's growing up and being present. Because today, time is, someone mentioned one time ago that they're offering their children time wealth. And I thought it was such a great thing to think about because people don't have time and presence for even their children.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. But like, what is your time worth and who are you giving that to? And giving them that time shows them like you are worthy. You are worthy of my time. You can have all my time. Other things that I have are not quite as important as you. You are the most important. So I think giving them that time is very important so that they understand how important they are to me.
Exactly. That's beautiful. Really beautiful. Because if they're not your priority, if they're not important in your life, whose life will they be ever important, really?
Right. And I want them to know they are important and everybody deserves their time and they deserve everybody's time.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, your children are not expected to live, they were not expected to live long, yet they're here and they're thriving teenagers and preteen. Um, and what has the experience taught you about hope and possibility?
Yeah, when you get that original diagnosis, right? Like everyone says, like, I just want a child who's healthy. I just want a child, all that matters is that they're healthy.
Yeah.
And then you have a child and you're told they're not healthy.
Mhm.
Um, it's in a different way, right? But as I said, like Maya is now 16. So with the advances in medicine and science, there's always this hope for a cure, and so many people are working at it. So we don't even like really focus on that part, but yes, they have changed my perspective in so many ways. I mean, I really wish I could be as cool as them. My son is like the most empathetic person that you will ever meet. He can like he's broken his arm, gotten stitches, and it doesn't even faze him. But if he sees somebody else who's injured or hurt, he is deeply hurt by it. Like he's very empathetic, and people can learn a lot from him and his empathy. And my daughter is like brilliant. Her reading, writing, her public speaking, she's way better at public speaking than me, which I just recently found out how great of a public speaker she is. Um, and she's so inclusive, right? She wants everybody to be included. She never leaves anybody out.
Yeah.
She's like the upstander that helps other people. So they have helped me grow as a mom, especially in like joy and laughter. Like they're funny and they bring out the best in people. They bring out they find the good in situations, and that's a good perspective to have is looking at the world through their eyes that's full of joy and love and laughter. That's it's wonderful.
Yeah, amazing. And when we met in Vancouver, I remember there was a lot you discussed about CJ, especially his love for nature, the things he does. Yeah, I was just in love with this being because I was just picturing him all the time. You're talking, I was just visualizing what it is, his exploration with different creatures. His love for animals.
His love for animals is deep. I mean,
Yeah.
he is the kind of kid that gets very emotionally upset if he sees the same cat that is up for adoption for more than 2 weeks. He's like, "We have to take it, Mom. Like, why is nobody adopting this beautiful cat?" I'm like, "No more pets. We can't take them all." Because he wants them all. He gets upset when he sees like a lost dog sign, and then we have to spend the whole day on an adventure trying to find somebody's lost dog because as much as he has this deep love for the human race, it's
Yeah.
even deeper for animals and nature, and he just wants everybody to be taken care of.
Yeah, everybody, everything, and every aspect has to be taken care of. So beautiful. And when you talk about Maya as well, looking at the things you talk about, especially her public speaking and different gifts that she has and she has to give to the world, and how much you're learning from them. And that's something that many times we might not actually be capturing the learning that comes the other way around.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I would like to think I have so much to offer them and so much knowledge because I've lived so much longer and I have these life experiences. But if you stop and take a minute to learn from children, I mean, I work in education too, and both my own children and my students have taught me more than I could ever possibly teach any of them.
I'm sure of that. Navigating school, children, and home, there's just so much that you're taking from both sides, both perspective. Very good. So, how have your children shaped the perspective? Okay, you've told us a bit of that in terms of life, purpose, and what truly matters. Is that the joy,
Mhm.
presence? What else would you give us in terms of shaping your perspective on life?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that they have helped me enjoy every moment, right? There doesn't have to be like something tremendous to celebrate. You can celebrate those small moments, celebrate every moment. I mean, when my daughter was little, she had this like obsession with baby dolls. She wanted all these baby dolls. But then it turned into like every doll was having a birthday every day. And I'm like, we cannot be celebrating a doll's birthday every day. And she's like, Mom, we have to celebrate. And then I was thinking, well, why not? Let's throw a party every day. Let's just keep celebrating, And so it's all these little things
Yeah.
that can be so joyous. And why not celebrate?
Wow.
Whatever is bringing you love and laughter and joy, let's celebrate it. So
Yeah.
that's a different perspective. I wouldn't throw a birthday party every day unless, you have a little girl telling you this is what we need to do. All right, let's celebrate.
That's what needs to be done. Oh, very good. So, what message would you give to mothers navigating similar medical journeys with their children?
I mean, I would hope every family out there, person who's navigating this kind of medical condition, or really anything, should know like you're not alone. You're never alone. And so their medical condition is extremely rare. So it doesn't mean that I have to find other families with that exact same condition. There
Mhm.
are plenty of people who are also just going through struggles, that can be empathetic. So
Yeah.
I think if you're trying to overcome a struggle like this, you have to find your community.
Mhm.
And sometimes people think looking for support or searching for support is a sign of weakness, like I can't do this, I need help. I don't want people to think I'm weak. I don't want people to think I can't handle this. I can do it. Moms can do everything. But I think it's okay to like find your community, find your support. It's okay to ask for help.
Mhm.
You're not alone. So if you need help, ask for help. And people are always more than willing to lend you a hand, support you, and help you out in any way that they can.
Very good. That's you're never alone, and having that in mind is really important. Many times, what drives people to another level is the thinking that I am in this situation alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being in that zone that you're the only one facing whatever it is that you're facing. But having that to remember, to anchor in that you're not alone and building the community and support that you are looking for community and support that can really bring you to come to understand that, yeah, we are navigating this as a collective, whoever it is, people facing different challenges in different situations. Yeah.
Right. And that's how we rise up together, right? Nobody is ever in anything alone. And the more you work together, come together, support each other, the better everyone is, no matter what the situation.
That's beautiful. Yeah, yeah. No matter what the situation is, thinking about togetherness. And you talk about the word ask, and I think that's a really big and powerful word that we never think about. There are people who never think about asking. It's the last thing that they ever think about. But actually putting it at the forefront is could be very important for you if you're in any situation that is challenging.
Yeah. It's hard to give up control sometimes, right? And it's hard to admit, like, I need some help. I could use some support. Sometimes that's difficult for people to do, but once you take in that support and take in that help, it's a great relief.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, I know that your work extends beyond your immediate world. We are going even beyond what you're dealing with as a mother and the lovely children. You have so much work that you do in building the library, first as working as a librarian, but also building the library at Musuki. Is it
Yes,
Musuki? Yeah,
yes.
primary school in Zimbabwe, an initiative powered by compassion, collaboration, just unwavering belief. I know we talked about this in Vancouver and how much you're already doing. You've been telling me some of the things that you're already doing to take it to the next level to make it actually possible for the library to come into place, and we see all these kids enjoying the books and everything that comes, the ripple effect from just that. Now, you are an award-winning author, librarian, and a literacy advocate. How do you connect all of this? First, the literacy to the legacy that you want to leave for your children.
When it comes to like leaving a legacy, I would like to leave a great legacy for not my own children, but also all of the children that I teach at the middle school, and any other children really that I come in contact with. I'd love to leave a legacy of compassion and empathy. I would like people to know the importance of helping others and that your actions matter. And I hope my actions speak for the type of person that I am, and that others can follow that lead and know that your voice matters, your actions matter, and everybody has the power to make a difference in the world.
Oh, fantastic. Everybody has the power. Yes, yes, yes. And that's what we live around. We forget. And I think that's something that I lean in more because I find myself and other people who lost the power, who the power to believe that they can be and that they can come, they can become, and that they can make an impact in the world.
Yeah, and I want kids to remember that, like, start that at a young age,
Mm.
right? If they can feel empowered and they can feel powerful as 11, 12, 13 year olds and embrace that and know, like, look what I did. I'm just a kid and I'm helping build a library in Zimbabwe. I'm just a kid, but I'm packaging meals, hundreds of thousands of meals for families in need. I'm just a kid, but I'm helping people on a local, national, global level. And getting that feeling of empowerment in them at such a young age, I think is really impactful for them as they get older. So they keep that feeling of empowerment and don't start like losing it as they get into their like young adulthood or as an adult. I never want them to feel silenced, right? I just want them to know that their voice matters and
Yes,
what they do matters.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
no matter what the age, they have the power to make a difference in the world.
Yes, fantastic. That's so beautiful. And you can imagine the ripple effect of that, the world that you're building with your own ideas, with your own initiative, and the children are the future anyway. So everything that you're seeding now is going to just create a beautiful and a better world. So we're grateful for the work that you do, Heather.
Thank
Very
you.
grateful. Thank you so much. And now, with all of that work, the humanitarian work, especially, and also the initiative that I hadn't pulled out, the fact that you work with your middle school children to inspire them to think about the other children who don't have the library, and each of them does what they can do to come together to support this initiative. First, take us through what sparked this mission that is inspiring building the library in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, so I had the honor of traveling to Zimbabwe with Dr. Tererai Trent. It was a women's leadership tour, and she took a group of women to her hometown in Matau, Zimbabwe, and gave us a tour of all of her wonderful initiatives and the schools that she has, the boreholes that and wells that she's drilling for these schools, the community gardens, the solar powered gardens that have this drip irrigation to feed the schools. And she just has all the right steps in place and is just doing amazing things in this community. And I had brought that back to my students and said, look at this like wonderful trip that I took. Look at how amazing it is that she's bringing them water and food and education. And the students are like, "Oh, show us pictures of their library." And I was like, "But refocus, guys. We're talking about like basic human rights that Dr. Trent is bringing these children. They don't have a library, and the kids, because they're so blessed with the library that they have here. They're very privileged to have the situation of our school. And they said, well, I mean, they should have a library. We should build them a library. And so we're doing it, right? So the students, these are
Yeah.
12-year-old kids that hosted a 6K walk for literacy. And I know people have heard of like 5Ks and 10Ks and half marathons. These are middle schoolers, right? So they got to be a little bit extra with the 6K, but also looking at 6 kilometers is the average distance. Some girls in Africa have to walk to collect water, or the distance they may have to walk to get to school each day. So they hosted a 6K walk for literacy, school, alumni, community, families, to raise funds so that we could send them over to Dr. Trent and her Tinogana team and build Mizuki Primary School a library.
Amazing. How beautiful is that? Thank you so much for the work you do and for the children who pulled along and just asking that question, where's the library?
Right? To know that like books are important, education is important, literacy is important no matter where you are in the world. Everyone should have a right to an education and to books.
Oh, very beautiful, really beautiful. And what has been the most emotional and meaningful moment for you during this project so far?
I think what was like there was a lot of emotions, right? There was a lot of emotions through the whole thing, but one thing that got me really emotional was how much people were willing to help, how invested a community in a south suburb of Chicago, Oakland, how invested an entire community could be
Yeah.
for another community halfway around the world, right? That people could care so much about another group of people they'll never see, they'll never meet, but want to help. Because our students helped and the community came together, and my coworkers and colleagues and family and friend, everybody was like, how can we help? What can we do? I want to be a part of this.
Wow.
Even the day that the students hosted their walk, there's hundreds of kids ready to do this 6K walk for literacy, and people from the community are coming up and they're like, is this that library project everybody's talking about? Are you guys really building a library in Africa? I'm like, we are. And they're like, well, what do I do? How do I sign up? How can I help? I want to be a part of this. And so it was very emotional that there's so much love, right? So people say like, the world's on fire, the world's a terrible place. But when you really look at it, there's so much love, there's so much compassion, all of these people willing to work together. That's that's beautiful. And then to get the pictures from Mizuki Primary School as they like start laying the bricks brick by brick, and you start seeing like now the windows are being installed. We're almost to the roof, and like as the fundraising comes in, the library is getting higher and higher, and like it was very emotional to also show the updates. Like we're doing it, guys. We're really building the library. Like it's happening. It's just all around been a very emotional but wonderfully emotional experience.
It must have been, just it must have been. I can imagine the kids looking at that, what it means for them
Mhm.
to see the difference in what it takes, what it took from their journey from making the walks that they have to walk. but also anchoring to the fact that they're doing it for other children.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people think middle schoolers are pretty selfish, right? They only care about themselves at that age.
Yeah.
But look what they can do. Look how they can give back to others.
Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, that's what people would think. So how important is this for children to witness and be part of this type of work?
It's very important. I want my children, my own children, to see that their mom is doing great things for everyone around the world, and they don't watch me do it, they participate with me, right? So when we host it, the 6K Walk for Literacy, they're right there with me. They're doing the walk, they're handing out medals and water bottles. Any community service project that I do, whether it's like a meal packaging event or volunteering community service, my children are right there with me, um, supporting me and learning that they too can be alongside me to have an impact on the world.
Oh, very good. Very
I'm
good.
glad they want to be a part of it and not like, what's mom doing now? Instead, it's like, how can we go help mom? How can we
Oh,
participate?
yeah, that's really beautiful. That's how you build the legacy because you don't know how far they can go with what you've started. What is the one moment now, if we go back to Mother's Day, what's the one moment in motherhood journey that has stayed with you forever?
Oh, it's like I've said before, there's not like one profound moment
Yeah.
because we like to celebrate everything and we celebrate all those little moments. And I really love on my phone, I have it set that every day it brings back memories, like photo memories, and it'll be like, remember this moment. And then we'll look at them together. Like, wasn't that so much fun when we went on this vacation together, or we just had this experience? All the like little small things that we've done, we just continually celebrate them so that there doesn't have to be one big moment or one defining moment.
Yes.
Every moment can be a joyous celebration.
Every moment matters. Yeah,
I
that's
think it's
beautiful. That's beautiful. Um, so you've talked about how your children inspire you in the world that we see today. If you look at, I just wanted to expand this with the children in middle school.
yeah.
So if you can approach this, especially after anchoring on the fact that they participated and they loved and they're still participating into the journey of building the library. Maybe if I could just take you back a bit. How far has the library gone? How far is the library project?
The library project is like the roof is being put on, the books are being installed, and then I will be able to go in June and see the grand opening of the library and be able to see the children there with the books, and just get to experience all of that. So there'll be a follow-up here. Wait till you see the pictures and the videos. It's like it's so exciting to know that it's just moments away from me getting to see the library.
Oh, fantastic.
And then bringing that back to the students, bringing back the photos, bringing back the videos to show them, like, look what you did, look what you created.
Look at what you've created, all of you. Wow, so beautiful. So beautiful. So, talk about the children. How do they inspire you, the children, just the children of the world? Because you're now in the space where we can just talk about children because you have children at home. We're talking about children in middle school. We're talking about children in Zimbabwe. So let's just give it an expansion of children.
Yeah, I mean, I love working with kids. I Middle schoolers are like brutally honest, and so that's not for everyone, right? They're
What
like, you,
age is that? Sorry, Heather, first of all.
pardon me?
What age are we talking about with middle
Oh,
school?
for us, I teach sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, which is equivalent to like 11, 12, and 13-year-olds.
Okay, go ahead. Now
So
we know.
these like preteens, teens, they're honest. They're honest about everything, which I find refreshing, right? There's no like hidden agenda here with them. They will tell you how it is. I love this age because of their curiosity and their willingness to take risks. I think the older we get, the more scared we become to like take a risk. We don't want to fail. We don't
Yeah.
want to mess up. We don't want to let people down. But here in the library with the middle schoolers, it's like, let's try it. And if we mess up, we'll just figure out a different way to try it. So we have the library, and then I also have like a maker space. So it's a STEM area where we can do engineering and tinkering and 3D printing. And so it's a lot of trial and error. And I love that these kids are willing to take risks, willing to try something. The way that they collaborate with each other and work. There's so many things that they do that I wish like adults would continue doing. The way they accept each other and work with each other and figure out problems together. It's really beautiful, and there's so much that you can learn from these kids.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And teaching them risk taking is a big thing because we can't evolve without taking risks. And the more you're in charge of their growth and giving them this spirit of risk taking is good. It's great.
Yeah, they're always willing to take on a challenge and see what happens.
See what happens. Very good. Now, if children were to describe you as a mother, what do you think they would say?
Oh, if it's my own children, they have a little bit of their dad's humor and a little bit of mom's sarcasm. So that might be a scary question to actually ask them. But I would hope that they say like mom cares, right? In general, mom cares. She cares about us, she cares about family, she cares about helping others, she cares about her job, her students. If there's one thing that I think that they got the message across is that we need compassion, we need love, we need to help other people. So I think they would say that I'm a caring person, and I hope they would say that because that's one thing that they see a lot of.
Oh, fantastic. I think I would agree with them, definitely. Very caring and having this flag around and message around for all of us, for humanity today, the flag of compassion, love, empathy, it's really critical for the world that we're living in today. So grateful for the force that you are in the world. So grateful.
Thank you.
So grateful. So what does a perfect Mother's Day look like for you?
Oh, I am spoiled on Mother's Day. Like I said, I have a great husband and great kids. But for Mother's Day, I also like the opportunity to celebrate all the mothers. And I use mothers in quotes because I don't think you actually have to have given birth to a child to be a mother or a mother figure. For all those special aunties out there or just powerful women who represent mothers to other people and act like a mother. I have a wonderful mother, so my perfect Mother's Day is being able to celebrate my mom. I have an amazing sister who's an exceptional mother, so also being able to celebrate her. And while I'm being spoiled, I also like the opportunity to celebrate all the other women out there that are mother-like figures to somebody.
Beautiful, beautiful. Definitely. That's a good way to think about it. Not only are you celebrating are you being celebrated, but you go out of your way to expand this celebration for all those around you and beyond. That's fantastic. Now, what does motherhood, because you've hinted on it a bit, what does motherhood mean to you?
It's it's my greatest blessing, right? I am extremely privileged and honored to be the mother to Maya and Christian. And it's like God's greatest gift to me that he gave me these beautiful children. Sometimes motherhood is also mothering these 1,100 middle schoolers that are running around also, right? They often see teachers as mother figures to them. Um, which has to be treated a little bit. I have to discipline middle school kids a little bit different than I can discipline my own children. But motherhood is kind of all encapsulating. You can be a mother figure to all the children, whether they're actually yours or not.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Um, Definitely that's a great way to expand in the world. So because this is actually International Women's Month, it's still international. What message would you have for women um all over the world?
I I want women all over the world, all the women to know that your voice matters and you cannot be silenced. And people may try to silence you. People may try and tell you that your opinion doesn't matter, but it does. Your voice matters, your opinion matters, your actions matter. The things that you do matter and can change the world. You have the power. The power is within you. And so use that strength, use your voice, do what it is you want to do because you can. Nobody can tell you that you can't. So use your womanhood, use your power, and use it for good.
Fantastic. We use your womanhood, use your power because you have it. Remembering that you have power is really a big thing, and that you can use it. Nobody can silence you. Your voice matters, Heather. That is so beautiful. It has been such a great honor having you here. Such an extraordinary mother, extraordinary woman with strength, a woman with purpose, a legacy in motion. How would you like people, our listeners, subscribers to be of help, especially where it comes to the library that you are extending all the way for from the US, no, all the way to Zimbabwe?
Thank you for asking because after we've seen just how powerful this movement was, right? Building this library for these students in at Mizuki Primary School. We've kind of decided that our work's not done, right? There's lots of libraries that need to be built. And after seeing this first library being built brick by brick and book by book, and I can't wait to see the students inside of it. And I mean, you said in the beginning, like, knowledge is power when it's acted upon, right? So now we have this knowledge that this is something amazing. People want to do it, people support it. And so let's continue. Our ultimate goal is that we're able to build a library for each and every one of the schools in Matau that work with Dr. Tererai Trent, because every child deserves a library and every child deserves books and an education and books that represent them. So now that we have this first library under our belts and we're going to go celebrate it, when I return from Zimbabwe, we will have the next location for the next library and we're going to do it all over again. So if anybody wants to be a part of this, contact me. Um, in any way possible, contact me. And we've already had some other schools reach out and say, I heard what your school did. We want our students to do that also. So, especially to the educators and to the people that are trying to empower young children and teach them that their actions matter and that they can make a difference in the world. We would love to have them join us on this journey and have schools all across the United States fundraising to help build these libraries in Zimbabwe.
Wow, that's amazing. That's such a big mission that is going to be so impactful, changing the world. Beautiful work, Heather. Well done. Such beautiful work that is going to be benefit millions for a long time, for a lifetime. So grateful for that effort. And I hope that all our listeners, subscribers can listen in and can follow Heather. Heather, where about can they follow you? Is it LinkedIn, Facebook, where everywhere? Are you on all platforms?
Not as much as I should. My 16-year-old daughter wants me to expand my social media a little bit, but they can definitely find me on LinkedIn. It's under Heather Rush McCarthy. And I'm sure we could link that somewhere. I can be reached at my email, which is and my last name is McCarthy, McCarthy, at d123.org is like my work email where we're working on the libraries. I'm pretty easy to find. And so just reach out and we'll let you know how to get involved. We're in the works of our landing page, Libraries for Zimbabwe. So once we get Libraries for Zimbabwe up and running, you'll be able to contact me there also.
That would be great. I think that would be way easier. But
Yes.
all the same, we shall be putting your links into all the platforms in which you can be actually approached and reached. So you are such a great reminder of what powerful women are and motherhood is. So you define it, and you define it with ease, so much endurance, devotion, and vision. It has been such a great honor having you and bringing us this divine knowledge that you've shared, and a big heart that starts with you and of course to your children, your family, and across your community, all around the world, every life that you touch, raising children that were once counted out and now proving that life has its own plan and that the children are thriving, and also building these libraries and going beyond the first library. Now we're seeing endless libraries. So no more borders, and just extending this love and compassion and empathy for others. So, uh, so you're showing us what it means to go first through uncertain times and what mother's belief can be and how to rewrite this destiny. So this being Mother's Day, we celebrate Heather, not only Heather, but we also celebrate all women and women with vision, extraordinary wealth, yes, wealth of knowledge, and women who are on mission. But all women in the world, we celebrate you. So thank you so much, everyone, for being with us here. It's Miss Stella Olivia Kikoyo, your editor-in-chief and your host of the Stella Woman Show. So look out for this, as it will be coming out soon for International Mother's Day. That will be in May. We can't wait to put it out for you. And we believe that one or two aspects will resonate with you, and you will be able to take action from that. So keep inspired, evolve, thrive, and elevate your life. Until then, bye bye, everyone.